channel. So today you're going to be getting ready with me. It's been a while since we have done one of these. I thought it would be fun to do a fall edition. I don't really like to do makeup tutorials, but you guys do love it when we just have a chit chat. So I thought since I had to get ready, because I am filming a few videos today, I will just go ahead and film it and we can chit chat while I get ready. And plus I've been getting a lot of questions about the products that I've been using, like in photos and some of my fall themed videos, because my makeup does change a little bit for the fall. So I thought I'd just go ahead and show you, because I guess you want to know. So we're going to do it. I am sitting at my kitchen table. I know you're probably like, why is she sitting in there? Because my bathroom isn't really set up for me to put this large camera in there and all of my makeup stuff. So I said we'll just go and spread out in the kitchen. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and beat the face. I will have all the products listed down below, everything that I'll be using, because I do want to chit chat and not so much talk about the products, if that makes sense. So what's been going on? Are y'all just as excited as I am that it's fall finally? I was getting comments on like different posts and stuff that were like, good gracious, it's not even fall yet. Just wait. And I'm like, it's fall now. So not that that was gonna make me stop by any means. I just love holidays in general. I love decorating. I love getting together with family. This is definitely my favorite time, one of my favorite times of the year. This is just some green concealer, if you're wondering what I'm doing. This is just going to cancel out some of the redness on my face. Almost gotten rid of this pimple on my nose completely. Oh, happy day. CC cream. I really got to go get the matte one. This is the illuminating one, which is awesome in the summertime. But, because it's like got some glitter up in there. Some shimmer and glitter. But now, since it's getting into the fall, I want to be more matte. And this is not, this is not matte. I mean, it's almost like I mean, it's illuminating. So whatever they put in highlight, that's what's in here. So it looks like I got highlight all over my face, which is, I mean, you know, not bad. Not like an extreme highlight all over my face, but just enough to give me like a little bit of something. Look how good this coverage is. And I only did one pump and I scattered it all over my face. Like, you can see how good the coverage is. That is just amazing. It is a high-end foundation, and I just heard so many wonderful, wonderful things about it that I had to go get it, because you'll see most of the stuff, if not all the rest of the stuff, is definitely drugstore. One of my favorite drugstore brands is NYX and L'Oreal. I love L'Oreal. So it took a lot for me to go and spend this much for foundation, but it's amazing. I've been using it forever. I mentioned it on a favorites video like at the beginning of the year, I think, and I've used about half of the tube. It stretches out so far. I really, really like it, and it has SPF in it. I don't like packing a lot of makeup on. That's just my preference. So I feel like that's the perfect amount. If you watch my What I Eat in a Day, the last one that I did, I have been following the keto diet and I'm pretty excited about it. This is the second go around and this is the longest that I've ever done it. I did have a cheat day last weekend and I was so scared. I was a little hesitant to do a cheat day because I'm like, Paige, as soon as you get this stuff, tomorrow you're not going to go back on keto. But I did, and I was so proud of myself. And I've been on it ever since then. It's been a very easy transition. If you're not familiar with what it is a low carb, high fat diet. So you want to up the fat content and lower the carbs. So I'm taking in less than 20 or 30 carbs a day. I don't feel deprived. I don't feel hungry. I don't feel tired. Like, I'm perfectly fine, because my diet, sadly, was mostly carbs. Like, that's exactly what it was mostly carbs. Even though I was barely eating anything during the day, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I struggle with eating. And it's just hard when I'm not hungry and I know I should eat, but I just don't have much of an appetite. And I get just so busy and wrapped up in whatever it is that I'm doing, I don't think to eat. But when I would eat, it would be something fast and it would be processed something, and it would be full of carbs, and I was never really paying it any attention. And then when I started keto and I started paying attention to like the nutritional value on the back of stuff, I was just appalled. Like, I don't even want to know how many carbs, how many grams of carbs I was taking in on a daily basis. Because, I mean, everything, if you've never looked at the back of something and looked at how many carbs is in it, good gracious. But I'm really enjoying it. If you want to live a healthier lifestyle and try a different way of eating, but don't want to feel like you're depriving yourself, I think you should look into keto. I mean, because you can have bacon, anything. You got to see, you really got to look at stuff. You'll be surprised at what you can have. This is like my #1 thing to do, is fill in my eyebrows. Cannot not do my face and not fill in my eyebrows. And the one that I typically use, they did not have at Walmart, at least not in the color that I always use. So I'm using the new L'Oreal one, which is the Brow Stylist Shape and Feel. The one that I typically use is the Brow Stylist Definer. This one's thick. This one's like the big thick one from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I typically like the thinner one. But this is what they had, and I really didn't want to go anywhere else and look to see what they had. I really like them to look as natural as possible. I don't want it to look like I drew them on. One of the biggest things that changes about my makeup in the fall definitely has to be my lip color. But because I am filming today and I have a couple videos to film, I'm going to start out light and then work my way up. So then in all the videos, here's a secret. If you film multiple videos a day and you don't want it to appear like you filmed them all in one day, I will change up my look. And the easiest thing is to change your lip color. So I will start off light and then work my way up to dark, because it's a whole lot easier than trying to start off dark and work your way to light. It's hard to get off some dark lip color. So I will start off lighter and then work my way into the dark. So you will not technically see my dark lip just yet, but if you watch videos, you'll definitely see it. Especially my Fall Essentials video. I have a really dark lip on there, which is, that color is definitely one of my favorites. So, and I like to introduce some more warmer coppery tones like to my eyes. I think that's really fun. This is a NYX pencil, I think. This one is golden bronze. So this is fun to put on your waterline or in your lash line. It's just a really pretty color. Let me see if I can. I typically use one of the Kylie palettes, but I don't know where it is. I had a client, when did I have a client? I had a client, if you didn't know, I am a freelance hair and makeup artist, and I had a client for some senior photos, and I didn't put all my stuff up. So, probably have, this is my personal stuff, but as far as like palettes go, I will, you know, try like switch those out between clients and myself because it's a palette. But as far as like brushes and my foundation, this is mine. And then I have like a whole separate kit, but I did grab that because there was a shade in there that I wanted to use, so I never put it back. So I'm just going to use this little Revlon color stay to give my eyes some color. I don't do too much on my eyes because I don't want it, I know that I'm going to build my lip up and I don't want it to be too much. I don't want that to be everyone's focus. I want them to focus on the video and what we're talking about. I can never talk and do my eyeliner at the same time. Is that you? Can you not talk and do your eyeliner at the same time? I'm just getting to the point where I actually wear eyeliner on my top lid. I mean, I do wear it, but I'd be super lazy and I just won't wear it. I will just pop on mascara and be done with it. So, what are y'all most excited about seeing this holiday season? I'm super duper excited for Vlogmas. Like, I am so excited for Vlogmas. I'm gonna try to talk and do my mascara at the same time. I loved doing Vlogmas last year and I loved watching them. I still love watching ours from last year. It was my first year doing it. I didn't do the full month of December. I just did the 12 days of Vlogmas, which was a whole lot easier for me, especially just starting out. If you've never done a video a day for like at least a week or more straight, then you just don't understand like how much dedication it takes. So these vlog channels that upload daily videos, I don't know how. Like, I was watching Ellie and Jared talking about they were taking a break for a little while, and they have been uploading every single day for like over 1,000 days. Like it was like 3 years straight. They were vlogging and uploading every single day. And I'm just like, how in God's green earth were y'all doing that every single day? Because I mean, I know some videos are a lot easier to edit than others, and vlogs are a little bit easier because you're not really, you know, setting stuff up, and it's just more whatever you're doing in the day, which is easier just to just pick up a camera and just film whatever's going on. But editing and getting all of that out there, y'all, that is a job. If you don't have a YouTube channel and you don't understand what happens on the back end, you don't get it. And there's a lot of people that when you tell them what you do and that's your job, they're just thinking, well, that's not work. You don't see me, you know, looking at you and saying that your job isn't work. I would never dare tell somebody that, you know, somebody else, my labor at work is more intense than yours, so my job is harder, or it's more important, or it's whatever. I would never tell somebody, I would never just assume that their job isn't hard or that it's time consuming. You never know what happens behind the scenes. You just don't know. So for people to just assume and say that something's easy without you ever doing it, that's like my husband's job. I never knew what it was, like in detail, until I worked there myself. And I didn't do his job. I was doing an easy job, and just hearing in training, when I went through training and hearing about all of the dangerous things out there and all the protocols and things that had to follow, I'm just thinking, how do you do this? I also think it's just really horrible for people to say something about women that decide to stay home, or women that, I think people don't realize this sometimes, but when one of the spouses, whether it's the husband or the wife, makes so much money, when you start thinking about taxes, I don't think people realize that sometimes it is a smarter financial move for one of the parents to stay home. Or if not even a parent, if you don't even have kids yet, it's just a smarter move. Because sometimes that's gonna, if you make so much money and then you include your spouse's money, when it comes tax time and they put you in another bracket and you're having to pay in so much money, sometimes it makes more sense for you to lose that other income. So when tax time rolls around, you're not being put in that other bracket and having to pay so much in every year. I think people fail to realize that. Maybe they've never really thought about it and looked into it. Maybe that's why that family decided to, maybe the husband stays home or maybe the wife stays home, because it's a smarter financial move on their part. We never know, so don't just assume that maybe the person doesn't want to work, that they're lazy or whatever. I mean, just don't assume stuff. You never know. We just don't know. So never just be so bold to assume that you know what's going on in somebody's life. Even if it appears as if they put a lot of their life on social media, I think a lot of people still don't put their complete life on there. And you never know what they're going through. And maybe they don't want you to know. So don't just take it upon yourself to try and figure it out. Maybe it's not none of your business. I mean, do you want somebody to try to figure out what's going on in your life and be nosy and assume stuff? No, you don't want nobody to be nosy. So don't be nosy. I mean, I understand when it comes to like us social media people, us social influencers. I mean, I know it's like we're putting ourselves out there, so we should be okay with y'all knowing every part of our life. But if we're not putting that part out, there's a good reason for it. We don't want you to know that part. And we're not entitled to have to tell y'all every little thing that happens in our life. I mean, I know if you look in somebody's comment area, there's a lot of commenters and subscribers that will open up about their life and share important parts about their life with you, and that's their choice. But my whole point of this this conversation is, if somebody chooses not to tell you something, don't be upset about it. I'm sure there's something that you're holding to yourself that you don't want to tell somebody. So give somebody that same respect and understand that this is their life, and they don't have to tell you everything. Including social influencers, YouTubers, Instagrammers. They don't have to tell you everything. Don't be upset. Do not be upset. Because as an influencer, I mean, we get the opportunity to decide what we want to share with y'all. And if you're anything like me, I try to be as real and as transparent as I can be, but I also try to keep a private life. I also try to keep it as positive as I can on my channel, because we need more positivity in the world. And if I were to focus on nothing but the negative, I just feel like this would be such a negative space, and I've never wanted it to feel like that. I've never enjoyed watching anything like that. I understand that not every day is a positive, glittery, sparkly day. Every day is not happy. I know that. But for those people that are having that kind of day, or that are having a bad day, I would really like them to be able to come over to my channel and just have a feeling of happiness and humor and glittery sparkleness. Just want them to feel happy. That's my goal. I want them to feel loved and appreciated and have a better feeling when you leave one of my videos. That's always been my goal. But like I said, I do understand that it's not always happy. And please understand that I'm not always happy. And here in this house is not always a glittery, sparkly day. I don't know where those words come from, but that's what we're going to use. Not always good. Just yesterday my husband was sick, and it was just, thank the Lord it doesn't happen often. Thankfully he's not as sick as I am, because I get sick multiple times a year. He might get sick twice a year. And boy, when he gets sick, I'm just like, I'm just trying to do anything to make him feel better. And it's like nothing that I was doing was working. Nothing. And I tried so hard, and it's hard, and I don't struggle with patience at all. But yesterday, your girl was struggling. I was struggling, because it's like nothing I'm doing is working. I can't fix this. So that's something else that I struggle with. I want to fix it. Like I just need to fix stuff. And when something is out of my control and I can't fix it, that's something I've had to pray really hard about, because we're not in control. That is something really hard to face when you are a control freak and you like being in control of situations. That's why I never worked well in groups unless there was a leader appointed in the group. Then I was appointed as the leader, because I like structure and I like things to go a certain way, and not necessarily my way, which can come off. Maybe you just like it to be a structured, more organized situation, so it makes life easy for everybody, which is what I'm all about. I just can't stand for something to be unorganized, especially like in school when you had to like get with a group and you had to turn in a project together. I'm like, just put me by myself. As easy as it is, because you get to spread the work out between however many people, you still have to worry about, is the quality of their work going to equal mine? Are they going to submit their stuff in a timely manner like I am? Like, you know, you're constantly worried about that. And I guess it's because I've got stuck in groups before, and I was the only hardworking one in the group, and I had to take up the slack for everybody else. That's what sucks. That's why I am the way that I am, and it makes me a little worried to have to work with other people. So now, to make myself work with other people, I will create like situations where I have to work with other people to get out of my comfort zone and to not be such a control freak. I like to take other people's ideas and opinions, so then it's not just me. I don't want to feel like I'm overpowering and being bossy. I know I was always told that I was bossy with my little brother. I wasn't necessarily bossy. I just had a more pronounced personality, and he was just like always like go with the flow. As long as we're having fun, he's down. Like, he just really didn't have a preference as far as what we were doing, so I always sort of led and he just followed, and that just, you know, went on into grade school and high school and grown-up life now. I've always been like that. I know no other way, so I try to rein myself in a smidgen so I don't come off as being a bossy little heifer. Somebody asked on, what video was it? My fall clothing haul video. I'm going to show you what I used on my lips because I got a ton of questions. What did I use? Where's it at? I will take a lighter color, pretty much like this one on my lip, the Whipped, and I will take either a pencil or another lip cream. It might have been this one. Yeah, I think it was this one. I think it was this Wet n Wild Catsuit. I really like these. I put that all over my lips, and then I will go in with a darker color. Put the darker one in the corners just to deepen it up, and it makes your lips appear to be a lot fuller than what they are. I've already put the other color all over my lips, and I'm just going to take the darker one. And you want to make sure it blends really, really well, or you'll see a definite line. You see the difference on each side? It makes my lips appear poutier over here in comparison to over here. I don't know how it does it. Of course, it's the same concept as highlighting and contouring your face. The darkness diminishes, and then the lighter draws light and attention. So you want attention drawn to the middle of your lips. So then, to make sure it's all good and blended, I will then go back in with the first color that I used, which was the lighter one. And to make it pop even more, a very, very light color for the middle. This is more like a shiny, shiny lip gloss, because I always get so many questions and compliments on my lips. So I thought I would show you what I did exactly. You can do this with any color, as long as the middle color is lighter and the outer corner is darker. And then, like I said, just a shimmery light. So my face is done. Now I got to figure out what in the world I'm doing to my hair. It is not clean at all. I want to color it today. I do know that whatever I will be doing to it, I will be using this. Just got to tell y'all about this so quickly because I'm obsessed with it. My mama is. I told my aunt about it and she wanted it. Like, this is my new baby. This is the Vibrant Sexy Hair Rose Elixir. So it's by the brand Sexy Hair, and this is a hair and body dry oil mist. If you, not only that, but the smell is like nothing I've ever smelled. Like, it is so good. I have actually used it on my body. I mean, I didn't think that I would. When I first read it, I was like, body mist? I don't know about that. But on my hair, when it is styled, that's what I really like about this. And especially for clients, because once it's styled and there might be like a little spot that looks a little dry or frizzy, you can spray this on. It doesn't leave a residue or a weird looking oily spot if you were to put something on it. It's literally a mist of dry oil. The smell is amazing. On your body, it feels so good. On my hair, it does amazing things. And it's almost like a hair perfume because it smells just that good. But when I've braided my hair and done like some kind of really cute updo or something, or if it's just down and curly, I will spray this in it, and not only does my hair smell so good, but it just doesn't feel, freezing. It doesn't look frizzy. I just feel like this is just amazing. And when this bottle is empty, I'll go get another one. So I hope y'all enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. I hope it wasn't too terribly long and talkative to watch. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I will have all of the products linked down below so that you can easily find them if you've seen anything that you like and you want for yourself, especially this, because your girl is obsessed with it. I hope y'all have a beautiful and blessed day, and thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.